All right, everybody. Dan Fitzpatrick here, stockmarketmentor.com. Okay, so I want to look at Vertex today. And this is why, because this is a stock that we've been on for a while. I've had this on my my on deck list, which is this list right here, what I do, and this is on my stock watch tool. What it is I'll go through and find stocks that I look at that when I see a certain pattern, I'm going like, okay, if this is a baseball game, this is a stock that's on deck. In other words, it's not at the batter's box yet to where it can hit the ball and get on base, but it's really, really close. And so then I'll start looking, I'll look at the chart, and then I'll typically set an alert, like when would be a good time to be buying this stock. And typically what I'll do on something like this is, let's say I drew this trend line. I'm not going to do it now because I've already done it. I would set an alert for this trend line. Click that OK, and then I will get an alert when the stock crosses that trend line. Okay, well, I already got that alert. So maybe I'll do this one now. Okay, I want to see when this stock hits a new high. I'll do it this way to be precise. Okay, so the high of the day here on this day is 57.74. So this will be 57.74. Then I put an alert here. You can do this on your trading software. They all allow for alerts. Boom. Okay, so now I know where I don't even have to look at this stock because I don't want to buy it here. It's too close to this level. Don't care. What I'm anticipating is that the stock's going to come up here and then it's going to falter. It's going to pause. Why? Because this is where the weak hands live. The stock hit up here, and then everybody that bought after that down to here, they've lost money. And so we get this one move higher here on this day, big, massive up day. That's institutions coming in saying, I'll take all you got. And then this pushes the stock back up. So we're getting some, I want my money back selling here from the folks up here. And what we're looking for is this is kind of like the line of demarcation. You know, it's right there where you'd expect selling to take place. Now, whether or not it does, that's for another time. But the fact remains that this is the way technicians work. You look at these things, prior resistance should continue to be resistance up until the time that it's not. So if the stock runs above this level here, then we can look at this as a continuation of the move. And by the way, I look at this setup as a really, really nice volatility squeeze where these Bollinger Bands are really, really pretty tight together. Like look at the, here. Okay, this was the tightest that they were just the day before this breakout. They're at 4.66%. Typically, like I look for volatility squeezes where the Bollinger Bands are, say, within 6% of each other. So this was a really, really tight squeeze. And the red lines here, I slapped some third standard deviation Bollinger Bands on them. It's literally a trading felony for a stock to be above the upper third standard deviation or below the lower third standard deviation. It just doesn't happen. It's kind of like it's breaking the law. So when it does, and it keeps going, that is a strong stock. So I look at this stock now as being a really strong stock, and you know what? I want to buy it, but I just can't do it yet. I can't do it right now. I feel like I got to say I missed the trade. But I look at the weekly chart, and I've seen this pattern before, haven't you? Where you get a clean breakout here, stock runs up, pulls back. It's kind of like a little flag pattern here. And then at some point, they don't all do this, only the best ones. At some point, the stock breaks out and continues another move, kind of like it did here. And it kind of did here too. Like this is, guys, this is what stocks do. So we see this kind of move higher. all the way along. Now we're seeing it again. So wouldn't you expect 60 bucks? Because I do. I just can't look, I can't buy it today. But maybe on Tuesday, if I see this continuing to move, maybe I can buy it and set a, I'm just not going to tell you on Friday because I have no idea what's going to happen over the next 3 days. But like maybe the stock's running up here a little bit more. And I say, all right, I'm pretty aggressive. So the low of the day here on Friday is 55.92. So maybe I'll set a stop at 55.90, like really tight. And then I'll buy the stock if or when it breaks out above 56.68. That's today's intraday high. So if I do that, this is a really, really tight stop. I don't know if you'd make money on this or not. But if I'm doing that, I'm just betting not very much money at all. At 56.68, I'm buying this like right at the top of the range, and I'm selling it right if this range gets surpassed on the downside. So it's like 1.5% I'm buying this stock. Now, what are my chances of getting stopped out? Candidly, pretty good because you see this kind of volatility in these stocks. But this is the type of thing that you can frame a trade this way, guys, and look at this and say, wow, it's between the second and the third standard deviation. Wow, that's pretty cool. And we've got this starting on the 13th. This is a week ago, like Monday, right? So here's a low, here's a high. On subsequent days, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So we continue to see this stock moving up. So if I want to be really aggressive, this is the type of trade that I would make. Or maybe I just buy a little bit, a little position, and then if the stock breaks out above here, then I buy more. But what I really do is it all kind of starts like I see the squeeze, fine, but I'm not done. Now I look at the weekly chart and this is what I see. And now I start to get excited. So you guys getting my drift here? You got to be looking at 2 time frames, but ultimately this trade to me started here. I'm watching the stock here and bam, that's where the actual trade starts. So anyway, I hope this works for you. You guys all have a wonderful 3-day weekend. And for members, I will see you on Tuesday morning at 8 o'clock, where we're going to do the typical training session.